before I did this, I would think a little bit about the energy. I know my parents would always tell me like, oh, turn off the lights because you're wasting energy in the house. And I would, but I brushed it off. I didn't really think much about it. But now I'm more aware of it, and I kind of feel bad for not listening to my parents. But at least I know now, and I'll be able to teach my kids too when they grow up. I'm like, no, I actually have a reason why.
You can just photograph your house with different. And also Earth's energy, but it changes the energy. Because the less you do, the more tired you feel. So this is called 1 foot candle.
This one's LED, and this one's like incandescent. Yeah. These are older. These are like new models that we're probably going to be using.
They save more energy.
So we diffuse here, and then we sort of mitigate the diffusing here. We don't have any hot spots. We don't have any.
Alright, so my name is Swan, and this is a 3D model I made in SketchUp. These are prototypes. It's just like this thing behind us. So this one looks exactly the same, but this one looks longer because it probably steals more light. But these are...
This one has more soft waves and bumps. This one's a little more chaotic.
We had to create this model in order to represent the light spaces in this place. It's called Media. So this kind of design is going to help make sure everyone gets to use the space the way they want to and sustainably.
Okay, so then what happens is that we have the sun, and the sun hits this window, which has a tinfoil on it, which underneath has solar-powered battery, which power these lights, which power this entire area.
One of the main features we have here is this large sort of thing that's called a scoop. It helps bring in sunlight from outside during the day. It's clear that in downtown Chicago you can have lots of buildings blocking the sun, so having even that little bit more come in is just helping to keep the space brighter and nicer for individuals.
I think what I like the best about the sustainability hack was that I got to learn about energy and makes me more aware. And I also got to do it with like really great people, and like I had fun doing it. I wasn't like, oh, I have to do this. It's like, it feels like homework. Like, no, it was actually fun, and I had time. I enjoyed my time doing what I was doing, and I feel a lot smarter.
Having this thing in your life, which you just don't think about, just suddenly you're impacted with things like, whoa, we only have 3 separate grids in the US that if one of them goes out, we have half the country basically in blackout. It really changes what you think about in terms of how energy plays a role in your life.
That was pretty cool using SketchUp because we got to make measurements like on tall buildings, and we got to put them we got to make them into this computer. It's pretty cool.
Thought what we learned about the different aspects of architecture was really interesting. Like, you think about architecture, think about buildings. We really don't think about what goes into those buildings. It's like a machine or like an organism. You have to think about all the tiny little parts of it to make it up. And so when we went to what was called the SOM, we learned more about what goes into architecture.